Hello and welcome to my channel. Good morning too. It's morning here, Friday morning, and I am going to be showing you the final folio of the trilogy. This is probably the one that has the greatest amount of space for writing, but it turns out that it's also super duper chunky. Oh my god, I can't believe it. It's really, really thick. I mean, this is squeezing it. Can you see that? That is super chunky. This is the back. And this is my design team project for Chapter 1 papers. There's a discount code in my description box, which will be good. I think it's until the 7th, so through September 6th. And I am using mostly their papers in this. I think some of you will recognize this front, this cover, because we had a little contest to decide what I should stick into this tuck. Because of these blank areas, I thought, oh, this is probably a good one to put some kind of a picture on, but I still really love it, so I didn't want to glue something down, sort of like the last one where a topper was brought up. But I love this, so I had pushed it over from the other side and made it into a tuck. Just made sense. So this is a picture that came from my own collection, and I printed this, though. This is not the original. I printed it on a heavyweight photo paper. I probably touched it up a little bit. I chopped off the bottom, which was more stairs and kind of a hole to an attic or a rain gutter or something. And I scratched it up quite a bit. Can you see the scratching? Because this was actually on the photo. So I just scratched it around to kind of keep it looking in the same way. But that lady, she's looking out over her front porch, probably talking to somebody. I thought it was really a good one for the cover of a journal with writing space in it. And then this charm is like, oh, I did end up gluing it down a little bit. It's so heavy, you wouldn't believe it. It's really old, and it's just solid metal, super heavy. And so I sewed it on. I don't know if you can see that. Sewed it on up here, little prongs, and I let it run free for a while, but then I decided, oh, that might strain those threads too much. And I put the couple pieces of old lace under it to help pad it, especially when it was hanging free. So this is not a pocket. It's part of the beautiful digital. If this had been on the front, I don't think I would have covered it. So it worked out perfectly, I think. And turns out that things got little tabs show up. Even that tab is showing up. So that was kind of fun and unexpected. All right, let me turn my phone on, or my timer. Although I don't anticipate this being long, I still kind of want to keep track. Whoops. Oh my gosh, hold on, guys. Ugh. Okay, let's just not let it go on. I lost my setup, so too much trouble. All right, so I used my sewing machine to stitch the three sides together. You know, it's one in the middle and then two on the side. And I printed everything at 8 by 10 inches. So it's not the 8.5 by 11, and I didn't cut it down from that. 8.5 or 8 by 10 is the size. I've shared a little sneak peek of this center before, but I have added more. Let's see, shall we go in a little closer? Okay, there we go. All right. So this little butterfly, I don't know how long it'll last, but he's still puffing up. Put some pink paper on the back. This is a ruffle that I made out of crepe paper. I made it myself on the sewing machine. I say that because they are for sale, and I saw them and I thought, oh, I wonder if I can do that. So I had some crepe paper, and you know, it's a little tedious, I gotta be honest, but maybe some people like that, and it's not tedious for them. And I love how it turned out. And I just sprayed coffee on it. I didn't dump it in, but I wanted it to look kind of messy and fluffy. And it ended up looking messy and fluffy. And this side, this is the longer side, so more room to put like a tuck. If I wanted to put something in there, I could. I left this for the journaling. I thought it's really perfect. I could write on an angle like this. I can tuck quotes in here if I want to. There is some writing text that's part of the digital. Love this button. It's just so pretty. I just stuck it up there. It's not really serving any purpose, but beauty. And then this opens up like that. And this is here because I wanted to remember to pull it out. So on this side, it looks like this. It's a writing card. And on this side, it looks like this. I actually glued a picture of this photo or this, digital picture from Sweet Pea Curiosities onto one of a journaling card from her same kit. The kit is the Lives Are Storytell, something like that. It's a new kit. It's red and beige. And I didn't really like what was under it, so I cut this out to give it an edging and trim on the corners. And I thought it went really well in this little space here. And then I bought this beautiful, it's trim, but it looks like metal. Looks like metal trim. And it's actually blues, reds, and yellows. It's very, very, muted. And so it has an overall gray, blue look to it. Oh, I love it. I got it at the swap meet, so I can't tell you where to get it. Our swap meet opened up again. It was closed all summer. It went until the end of June, maybe the first week of July, and then it shut down because there were so many activities happening. The swap meet is at the fairgrounds in our county. I think it's for the whole county. And, they have a summer county fair, and they have racing and all kinds of stuff. Sorry, I need to take a sip. So they have a trim lady there that she sells all kinds of things, but she has a really nice array of trims and old textiles and laces, and she's just really sweet. And she's the first booth I go to. It's not really a booth, but I guess it's a booth. Anyway, what a find. So it ended up, I felt, really highlighting the kind of purpley gray color in this butterfly. And it just added a whole nother element that I didn't anticipate. This is a dark brown, but I feel like, they go well together. And then when you open this up once again, we have a pocket. This is from an old kit. I think it's the pink floral, pink faded floral. And I backed it with this newest kit. Oh, left a little bit of, I have to distress that. Anyway, and then I'm not sure where these are from, or if I just put it together as a scrap. I had it handy, so I used it, but I honestly don't remember. I made it a while ago. So I figure over here can definitely be writing. I could glue a piece of paper down, so I just left that as it was. This side, I have a large textile card. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. I got it on there, but I don't know how I'm going to get it off. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that is wild. Okay, let's see. That's it. Okay. Okay. Whew. So these are all old buttons. And this is a tag. This is actually from a journal I bought from Tracy. And I coffee dyed the tag, and I wanted to keep the string on, so then I decided to tie it in the loop. I did this myself, though. I did mica spray and played around with some other ink colors and put these stamps on there. So I left some room for writing, and I thought that thank you stamp was so pretty. And then this is a textile card. Actually, it goes this way. And then I glued a piece of real fabric. Not quite sure when it's from. It's kind of a, I don't know, ubiquitous, so it's hard to date. But anyway, it's either late 1800s or turn of the century. And I didn't want it to stand out too much, but I did want to use it. And then I left the red, and I put it upside down so that I would have the, have the pink to go with everything. And then this is a backing paper, and this beautiful signature when it's, oh wait a minute, no, yeah, when it's in the direction that I want it, it shows on the other side, which I thought was really great. And then this is from the kit, and I chose this. I actually glued this on top of the paper that I had folded here, which both sides are glued. But I wanted it to draw attention to this. So originally this showed a lot more, but then when I put this ruffle on it, it kind of went away. But that's okay, because when you open it up, there it is. So I'm going to put this back, stick this out, put this back on. And maybe I can put this like, oh my gosh. Okay, good. So it keeps it in there. That's what matters, right? And then this, if you remember, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably remember when I did 4 different color cards with fabrics that were in the same color as the card. There was a blue, a green, a pink, and this vintage beige. So I love plaid, and I think this just looks beautiful here. So I have bags of scraps of plaids and triangles of plaid. So I just thought it was just perfect with this. Loved being able to use it. But it did require that I chopped, I ripped it. I didn't want to have it look like it was intentional. But actually when you glued it down, it looks like it is solid. But it wasn't. And it's completely glued down. Nothing, except for the texture, there's nothing here that moves. Okay, and then this side, I left it. I love it, and I left it for writing. Again, I think I will write on an angle, go across the fold, and I think it'll be beautiful. I love to see writing, if I can do it kind of neat, cursive, on an angle. I think it could look really beautiful going in to these areas, so that it becomes decorated with my handwriting, which is not great, but it's mine, and I can, try to keep it a little bit more scripty. I tend to print and script at the same time, so if I can kind of, make it look older, I think it would really, really be pretty. And then I just tied this on here so there'd be a little bit of decoration on that beautiful rusted pin. All right, so let's go to the inside. And here we have our inside. So if you've watched before, I've shown this to you before, but I did change it up a little bit. This is a hook and eye that I put in there, which actually won't connect because you can't get this to fold enough to get it in there. So it's perpetually open, but it looks like it's closed. And then it opens up to this. And I just love this picture. Love it. And this comes out, so there's writing space, and the back as well. And it's just such a beautiful picture with the vine around the arch. Oh, love it. And I have glued without thoroughly drying. They're relatively new, and I glued these leaves on. This is a picture from the new kit by Paper Cameo, and I just thought it blended in. This is also a envelope from Paper Cameo, although I believe I made the envelope because I believe I mistakenly double printed, and so I cut it out to be an envelope. I don't know, I don't remember. I made it a while ago and I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure. But anyway, she's got this needlework kit, and there are lots of different choices in there, and they're great for making an envelope. So this picture, by leaving this frame on, because it's out of a piece of paper in the kit, I just thought it really blended in, and somehow I thought, I want some nature on there. So that's how that came to be, and I really love how it turned out. So it'll be interesting to see. I used glue stick. It'll be really interesting to see if it stays, after it dries more. Hey, you guys, if you're liking this video, would you mind hitting like and subscribe if you'd like to? And I would love to hear what you think. I love comments. I love connecting with you, getting to know you. I do remember your name, and I do remember the things that you say to me. I have a good memory for things like that, and it's really fun to kind of build a community. And so, if I know some people don't like to comment, but if you feel like you just want to say anything at all, or just say hi, know that I love it so much when you do. And then this envelope has this cute bow, and it's a button I made out of the same kit. And you might remember this again from Instagram. I think it was last fall. These are tags, and they have this wonderful, almost like macrame, but they're weavings. Yeah, so with fall in the air, I thought that is a pretty fun thing to include. So that's what I did. And then I wanted those leaves to stick out. And then this is what I decided to do with this paint swatch. I showed this to you in an earlier video. And I was thinking I would cut here and then I would put paint here. But for this, I wanted the red to show at the top. So that's what I did, and I backed it. Yeah. So I thought that was kind of a unique set of papers. Oh, and then my dog. She was black and very fluffy and big like this. Her ears stood up. She was a chow. She was a tricolor chow. And, I don't look like her, but that's just how I would spend as much time as I could, just petting her, and she'd just be looking at me with her dreamy eyes. And yeah. So over here, this is a wonderful, it opens up, but the pictures, let's see, did I put something in here? Oh, I did. What do you know? I made this at the beginning of this trilogy, and I forgot what I did. So, scrap papers to write on. That's what's in here. Old book pages. And I could probably glue that down so that you don't see that, but, who's going to see it? Moi. So, yeah, so Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France sells these little things. And I bought them a long time ago, and I've used them a few times. Oh, it goes this way. That's right. And they really are fun to use. And then this was a sticker. I think it was a kid from Shabby Cottage Studios selection. I think there was 3 pictures, and I made it into a sticker format. So I didn't have to put any plastic or anything over this. And it worked out well to use her inside of here. I didn't make it with that in mind, the sticker, but it worked out, I thought, really well. It's Italian. So, oh yeah, this is French. No, wait. This looks Italian. This does not look French writing. And then this is from the number 2 video in this series. It's a folio tag on top of another paper in the Chapter 1 kit. And this is from the same piece of paper as this. So gorgeous. Just love it. And I happen to have this red lace here at the top, or that worked out perfectly at the top. I was amazed. And this is a little Brad that's holding this little circle punch thing I made out of cardboard. So yeah, so it worked out really well. I cut this out. This is a postcard, and again, I didn't want it to look so perfect. It's, I think it might be from the Lives We Told, Stories We Share kit that I mentioned earlier, or it might be from the Paper Cameo. I don't remember. But I put a tag on here, and I got some new stamps, and they make it look like it has grungy edges. Yeah, I'm really happy with that stamp. And then this is also from the Stories We Told kit. I cut it out of a piece of paper, put this little piece of lace on there, backed it with some paper. This is the Parisian kit from Sweet Pea Curiosities. So yeah, so I went kind of brown and red because of the background. So that, my friends, is our last folio. I really hope that you've enjoyed this trilogy. I should have brought the others over. Oh, I put them kind of far away. But I have certainly enjoyed making it. This was a kit that really spoke to me, obviously. And I really enjoyed filling them up. I don't know. I don't fill stuff up this much when there's a whole bunch of pages, because obviously, you know, how could you possibly ever have more than a few pages in a book? But it worked out beautifully doing it in the folio, so it was really fun to decorate it. More fun for me than most journals have been. So we'll see where I go next with this, but thank you so much for joining me. I have a playlist. It's called Floral Folios, and I hope you will enjoy the series. Some are how to make things, and 3 are the reveals, so that leaves 3 how to make, and easy. Beginners can do it. And that's it. So again, please like this video if you did like it, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.